Hi guys, I'm Anne. I'm a clinical psychologist, and today I want to talk about how we can help little girls feel more secure. Like it or not, there are different standards in society for girls and for boys. Girls are expected to be pretty, and it starts from a young age. And that expectation can really affect girls' self esteem. So, for example, my daughter, who is 3.5 years old, loves wearing these big dresses. They make her feel like a princess. But every time she wears a dress to her daycare, her teacher says things like, "Wow, you look so pretty. I want to see how pretty you are." And while it makes her feel good in the moment, it doesn't really help her self esteem because recently she came up to me and she asked me, "Mom, am I pretty also when I'm not wearing a dress?" And in the beginning, of course, I was surprised when she asked me that, but I told her, of course, you look pretty regardless of what you wear. But it starts from a really young age that girls become preoccupied with the way they look and they worry about it, and much of it has to do with our responses and praise that we give to them. So, how can we praise them in a way that promotes their self esteem rather than makes them feel insecure? So, the first thing you can do is to praise inner qualities rather than outside looks. For example, praise their kindness or their emotional strength or their ability to do things that scare them. Recently, when I picked up my daughter from daycare, she saw a friend crying outside, and she didn't even know why her friend was crying, but she just came up to her and just hugged her. And she hugged her for a few minutes, and that really helped her friend to calm down. And only after she calmed down, my daughter asked her why she was crying. And I thought that was amazing how she responded to her and how she helped her. So I praised her for being a very kind friend and for helping her friend like that. And the second thing that is important to do if you want to boost your child's self esteem is rather than praise them, ask them for their inner experience. If your child drew a pretty picture, instead of saying, "Wow, what a pretty picture," ask them how they feel about it. Ask them, "Do you like this picture? Did you enjoy making this picture?" And the third thing that is important to do if you want to avoid making your child feel insecure is never make comparisons. Never say you're prettier than her or "she did it much better than you." I played with my daughter in the playground and she was playing with a friend who is older than her. And the friend could do things that she couldn't do yet. For example, climb to higher places or jump from much higher. And the friend was telling my daughter, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that." And I told my daughter to just focus on herself, and I praised her for what she did better than what she did last time. For example, if she climbed a little bit higher than last time, I told her, "Wow, you're so brave. You conquered your fear. You climbed a little bit higher today. That's amazing." And I didn't even talk about what the other kid can do because it's not relevant to her. She only needs to focus on herself, and that helps the child feel the most secure and confident. So to summarize what we talked about, if you want to help girls feel more secure and confident in themselves, make sure you praise their inner qualities rather than how they look. And if you do put a focus on how they look, don't just praise them when they wear a dress, but praise them even when they're wearing a pajama, because they need to know that they are pretty regardless of what they wear in the moment. And the second thing is put an emphasis on the child's inner experience rather than your responses and your opinions. And the third thing is avoid making comparisons to other kids. Just focus on your child's progress. So I hope you liked the video. Let me know if it helped and make sure to subscribe.